At the beginning of the story, our main character introduces himself. My name is Chu Jiatsu, and I am the young master of the Chu family, one of the largest families in Tianshui City. I awakened the Nine Yang bloodline within my body, and my talent is considered the greatest in the entire city. However, for the past 3 years, my cultivation has not improved at all, and that is because I deliberately suppressed it. I have a childhood friend named Lu Tina, the eldest daughter of the Lu family, which is also one of the most powerful families in Tianshui City. To be honest, I've been slowly losing my power for only one reason: to save Tina. We see Jiatsu arriving in the forest to meet Tina. Jiatsu says, "Tina, from today onward, all the poison inside your body will be completely eliminated. After that, you'll become a genius like me in our country." Tina replies happily, "Brother, are you really telling the truth?" Jiatsu answers, "I have never lied to you." Tina says emotionally, "Because of me, your cultivation has never been able to advance. You've had to endure so much criticism because of me." Jiatsu explains, "There are 3 yin meridians inside your body that generate poison. Only the life essence of my bloodline can keep you alive. I admit that because I keep giving you my life essence, I haven't been able to improve my cultivation. But at least you're alive, and once you recover, I will marry you. Then we'll join the Yuanjian sect together and grow stronger side by side." Tina replies, "Yes, you're absolutely right. You've endured so much for my sake." Jiatsu sits down and says, "Today is the final day. Today, I will completely eliminate all the poison from your body." Saying this, he transfers his blood essence into Tina's body. Jiatsu thinks to himself, extracting blood essence from one's body is extremely painful. It feels like 10 bottles of blood are being ripped out of me at once. But it's fine. At least I can endure this much pain for Tina. Soon after, Tina fully recovers. Jiatsu says, "The poison in your body is gone. We've truly worked very hard to cure you." Tina suddenly replies coldly, "Not we, you worked hard. And now that your job is done, you can die." Jiatsu was shocked. "Tina, if this is a joke, I don't find it funny at all." Tina sneers, "A fool like you? I would never like someone like you in my life. You were the only one who could cure me. That's the only reason I pretended to like you. For 3 years, you offended me countless times. And do you know who I hate the most in this world? You." Jiatsu shouts angrily, "You ungrateful woman. I endured unimaginable pain for 3 years just for you. And now you say you hate me?" Tina replies calmly, "Look at you. You're about to die. That's why I won't lie anymore. If I hadn't pretended to love you, why would you have given me your blood essence?" Jiatsu growls, "You want me dead? Perhaps you've forgotten. I am the greatest genius of this country. Even if I haven't improved for 3 years, a genius is still a genius. My cultivation level is far above your imagination." At that moment, someone speaks. "Young Master Chu, Tina alone may not be enough to defeat you, but I can help." We see Young Yuan, the second young master of Tianshui City. Jiatsu realizes, so Tina and this bastard planned everything together. "I'm extremely weak right now. I can't fight both of them at once. But if I survive even once, I'll return and tear them both apart." Yang Yuan attacks Jiatsu and mocks him. "Trying to escape? Unfortunately, you're too late. It's such a pity. You had the greatest bloodline, yet you turned out to be such a fool. Don't worry, I'll put your bloodline to good use." As he speaks, Yang Yuan begins forcibly extracting Jiatsu's bloodline. Jiatsu realizes in horror, this man practices evil arts. He's violating the laws of our country. Laughing wildly, Yang Yuan says, "The greatest bloodline in history is now mine. Tina, come here. I'll give you all of his cultivation. Train properly, because the Mystic Sect competition is just 1 month away." Tina bows politely. "Second young master, thank you very much." Jiatsu screams in rage, "You filthy beggars. You're happily dividing my belongings. Remember this. If I die, the Chu family will not let you live. Our Grandmaster has the power to wipe out your entire family." Tina laughs mockingly. "You idiot. Can't you understand who wanted you dead in the first place? You're the young master of the Chu family, such a powerful family. Do you really think they wouldn't assign you bodyguards? And I'm just an ordinary girl. How do you think I knew that only your bloodline could cure my illness? The truth is, the Chu family's Grandmaster himself wanted you dead. If you die here, who do you think will inherit the young master position? Obviously the Grandmaster's son. So die happily. You've been an obstacle in too many people's paths." Jiatsu thinks in disbelief. "I never imagined that the moment I awakened, plans would already be in place to kill me. In the end, it was my own people who robbed me. Who else could have done this? Today I'm being killed for only one reason, because I trusted my own people too much." As Tina prepared to kill him, she said coldly, I won't give you an easy death. I want you to feel every single moment of pain properly until your last breath." The scene shifted. We see Jiatsu arriving in a completely different world. Jiatsu mutters, "They shattered my Dantian. They took my cultivation, my bloodline, everything. To be honest, they've turned me into a useless person who can't do anything in life. You could even say they left me here to die. But I swear to God, if I survive, I won't spare a single one of them. I must stay alive. Not for anything else, only for revenge. I endured unimaginable pain for all of them, and when the time came, they even took away what I was born with." Suddenly, an intense pain shoots through Jiatsu's head. A massive tower appears in front of him. Shocked, Jiatsu says, "What is this?" A voice echoes, "This is the Chaos Supreme Tower. Here, you will learn the Heavenly Emperor technique." Jiatsu thinks, "I've encountered a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I can't miss this. I don't know what this tower truly is, or what this technique does, but whatever it is, I'm going to start practicing it." After cultivating there for 1 hour, Jiatsu reaches body refinement level 3. Excited, he says, "This Chaos Supreme Tower is incredible. I accomplished in 1 hour what others can't achieve in 10 years. If I keep training at this pace, I'll crush my despicable enemies very soon. The day will come when they kneel before me, begging for their lives." But suddenly, Jiatsu collapses and loses consciousness. He mutters faintly, "I forgot, I was already injured." The next day, Jiatsu opens his eyes and finds himself back in his room. He thinks, "Someone must have brought me here." As he opens the door, he sees a young master beating a girl. The young master, Chu Hao, shouts, "You've grown quite bold. Have you forgotten that you're just a servant raised in this house? You secretly brought Jiatsu back last night, and you even stole medicine for him. Hand over that medicine right now. Otherwise, the slap I gave you earlier will be nothing compared to what I'll do next." Jiatsu steps forward angrily. "Enough. Why are you venting your anger on a servant girl who can't even fight back? If you're really a man, come and try to kill me instead." Chu Hao sneers. "Jiatsu, are you opposing our family? No matter what you say today, I'll still teach this girl a harsh lesson." Jiatsu replies calmly, "This isn't your father's house. This is the young master's palace. The rules here are decided by the young master. So I order you, leave immediately." Chu Hao scoffs. "Fine, enjoy your freedom while it lasts. In a few days, you won't even be the young master anymore. The Elder Council has already decided. In 10 days, a clan competition will be held and a new young master will be chosen." Jiatsu frowns, "So the entire family is plotting against me. You all know what Tina did to me, but only the family head has the authority to choose the young master. The Grand Master isn't even the family head." Chu Hao answers, "The family head has been missing for 3 years. According to clan rules, all authority now rests with the Grand Master. If you don't like the elders' rules, then go find the family head yourself. If you can't, then shut your mouth." Jiatsu clenches his fists. "That bastard Grand Master colluded with Tina and stole my entire bloodline. According to family law, such a crime deserves death." Chu Hao sneers, "You have no evidence. Everyone knows you were fooled by a woman named Tina and lost everything. That was your own stupidity. Don't blame others for it." Jiatsu replies coldly, "Even if what you say is true, the competition is still 10 days away. For these 10 days, I am still the young master. And as the young master, I order you, kneel down and apologize to Ruhua." Chu Hao's followers shout, "How can a master kneel before a servant?" Ruhua trembles and says, "Yes, young master, I'm fine. Please don't provoke anyone because of me." Jiatsu says firmly, "Ruhua, don't be afraid. I'm saying this to his face, he can't do anything to me. There's no need to fear trash like him." Chu Hao steps forward angrily. "So even after losing your cultivation, you're still acting arrogant. Your father was once the patriarch, and you were the young master. But both of you idiots lost your positions with your own hands. I earned my position in this family myself. I won't listen to nonsense from a fool like you." Before he can finish, Jiatsu punches him and sends him flying. Shocked, Chu Hao yells, "Didn't you lose your cultivation? Then how are you still strong enough to push me back?" Jiatsu says coldly, "If you apologize to my servant now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you, I will find you, and I will kill you." The followers whisper nervously, "That sounded like Brian Mills' dialogue. If we'd known Jiatsu was a Brian Mills fan, we wouldn't have followed this fool here. Looks like Jiatsu was acting all along. His cultivation isn't completely gone. No wonder young Master Chu Hao couldn't do anything to him." Chu Hao sneered and said, "What difference does it make if he's a fan of Brian Mills? I'm a fan of the legendary Lana Broads. If Brian Mills' acting made the Taken series such a hit, then my Lana Broad's movies are also blockbuster, but in some other industry. To protect Lana Broad's honor, I'll wipe out this Brian Mills fan. But before he could finish, Jiatsu punched Chu Hao and ended the fight right there. Chu Hao thought in shock, Brian Mills fans are seriously dangerous? His cultivation was supposed to be gone, so where is this power coming from? Jiatsu said coldly, to become strong in life, every man has to be betrayed by a woman at least once. I was betrayed by Tina, but after that, I became much stronger. If you ever show up in my courtyard again, you won't leave alive. Chu Hao shouted back, remember this, just because you messed with me over a little girl, you've invited trouble. When the Grand Master finds out about this, you won't survive. Ruhua said nervously, young master, even while injured, you completely crushed Chu Hao. May I ask, where did you get this power from? Jiatsu replied casually, just watch Taken series. You'll get this kind of power too. From the side, someone silently watched Jiatsu fighting. Later, Jiatsu sat in his room and continued cultivating. He thought, I've broken through. I'm now at body refinement level 4. All of this happened because of the 50 body tempering pills. With my current cultivation, defeating someone like Chu Hao is easy. If I keep cultivating like this, I'll return to my original level within 6 months. As he finished thinking, he swallowed all the remaining pills. Just then, Ruhua entered and said, young master, I brought food for you. She suddenly noticed the entire room was in a mess. Jiatsu smiled and said, don't worry. I just watched Taken 3 and got a little emotional. It's time to visit the pill pavilion. Ruhua thought to herself, our young master really is a huge fan of Brian Mills. On top of that, he's a true genius. His cultivation speed is terrifying. Scene shifted to the pill pavilion. The pavilion master asked, is it true that Jiatsu defeated Chu Hao? A disciple replied, I swear it's true. This news has spread through the entire Chu family like wildfire. Young Master Jiatsu is breaking through rapidly. As we were told, his cultivation was never completely destroyed. He's strong enough to defeat Chu Hao. The pavilion master said thoughtfully, if Jiatsu had truly become trash, we would have supported the Grand Master without hesitation. But now that we know he's not completely useless, we can't say anything yet. What if he's hiding his strength to see who is loyal and who isn't? Just then, Ruhua called out, young master has arrived. Pavilion master, why haven't you come out to greet him? The pavilion master walked out and said apologetically, I was just about to come. Forgive this old man, my legs aren't what they used to be. He secretly observed Jiatsu and thought, his body clearly shows he's at the body refinement realm. But his cultivation has dropped a lot. Even though he didn't improve for 3 years, his past cultivation was extremely high. Compared to before, he's not as impressive anymore. Jiatsu said calmly, I'm here to collect my monthly share. The pavilion master immediately ordered, hurry and bring young master's pills. He winked at his subordinate and said, you know which pills to bring, right? The disciple laughed and replied, I'll get them right away. Soon, he returned with the pills. Jiatsu frowned, these are 6 body tempering pills. Elder, how should I interpret this? Ruhua stepped forward angrily. Elder, you know our young master is supposed to receive key gathering pills. You also know there's a 10-fold difference in their effectiveness. What are you trying to prove? Our young master may have lost cultivation, but not his intelligence. The pavilion master replied calmly, young master, you misunderstand. We distribute pills according to one's cultivation level. When you were at key refinement, you received key gathering pills. Now that you're at the body refinement realm, these are the appropriate pills. If your cultivation increases again, you'll receive higher grade pills. Jiatsu thought, if they had given me key gathering pills, I would have leveled up instantly. It looks like I'll need to find another way to obtain pills. He said calmly, Ruhua, there's no point arguing. Let's go. Ruhua thought angrily, that old bastard is clearly looking down on my young master. But I trust my young master completely. The day he regains his true power will be this old man's last day. Jiatsu thought to himself, the Grand Master's faction will act soon. The competition is in 10 days. I must increase my cultivation quickly. If I lose the young master position, everything will be over. Jiatsu arrives once again at the Heavenly Chaos Tower. Jiatsu thought to himself, my meridians were shattered and my Danshin was destroyed. Yet this Chaos Tower gave me the power to be reborn. I've never gone beyond that door before, but I'm certain something extraordinary lies behind it. Suddenly, a voice echoed from the door. You are receiving the inheritance of the ancient evil god. All types of talismans exist here. Elemental talismans, speed-enhancing talismans, strengthening talismans, everything. You can learn to create anything here. Jiatsu was stunned. In the land of the God continent, talisman crafting is considered one of the most supreme techniques. And now I'm receiving the inheritance of the ancient evil god, the supreme existence among talisman masters. If I can create talismans at his level, no one in this world will be able to stand against me. Jiatsu extended his hand forward. A formation talisman appeared in his palm. He thought, with this talisman, I can create pills. That's extremely useful because I don't have money to buy pills. If I master this talisman art, producing pills will become easy for me. Half an hour later, Jiatsu had completely learned the technique. Learning pill talismans is truly difficult. Fortunately, I have the Heavenly Chaos technique. Otherwise, it would have taken me 10 full years to master this. Now I must find a way to earn money so I can buy herbs. The next day, Talisman Pavilion. Jiatsu said to a man, "Do you know what this talisman contains? I infused it with the power of medicinal herbs. If you use it, your strength will double for a short time. You won't find a talisman better than this anywhere in the market." The man frowned and replied, "Double my power? Why do I feel like you're trying to scam me? A talisman that doubles strength doesn't exist." Just then, another man stepped forward and sneered, "Even ordinary people know that no talisman can double someone's power. You're the young master of the Chu family. At one time, you were the #1 young master of Tianshui City. But look at you now, so weak that you're resorting to fraud." Jiatsu looked at him and said calmly, "Lu Yang, what are you doing here? This bastard is Tina's brother." Lu Yang shouted angrily, "You can't even cultivate anymore. So how could you possibly create a talisman like this? No one is going to fall for your scam." Another follower added mockingly, "Our young master is Tianshui City's first-class talisman master. How dare you sell fake talismans in front of him?" Lu Yang sneered, "Speak the truth now before I lose my patience. If you kneel and beg, I might throw you a few spirit stones out of pity." Jiatsu laughed coldly and said, "To me, you people are nothing but mad dogs barking without reason. If you don't want to get hurt, leave right now. Otherwise, I'll beat you like dogs and no one here will be able to stop me. And Lu Yan, tell your father as well, the Lu family head, that he can't touch me either. Your sister is still breathing only because I saved her. Calling you dogs is actually an insult to dogs. At least dogs are loyal to their masters. But you Lu family trash bite the hand that fed you." Lu Yang shouted furiously, "You bastard, you dare insult my entire family." He lunged forward and attacked Jiatsu. Jiatsu said coldly, "How dare a dog attack me?" With one punch, he smashed Lu Yang's arm, breaking it instantly. Lu Yang screamed in agony, "Someone help me! It hurts!" His followers stared in shock. What just happened? Wasn't Jiatsu's Dantian destroyed? How did he slam our young master to the ground without any cultivation? Lu Yang shouted in panic, "What do you want from me?" Jiatsu replied icily, "What could a dog and a bitch's brother possibly give me? I'll just return the interest you charged me." At that moment, someone attacked Jiatsu from behind. It was Elder Liang Zhishan of the Talisman Pavilion. Lu Yan cried desperately, "Elder Liang, please help me. This Jiatsu has gone insane. He's trying to kill me." Elder Liang said sternly, "Chujiatsu, what exactly are you trying to do? It seems you've suffered a serious head injury if you're causing trouble in our pavilion." Jiatsu replied calmly, "It's good that you're feeling troubled. Fortunately, my father isn't here. Otherwise, you'd already be dead. And since you're asking what I'm doing here, why don't you ask your people what they were doing?" Elder Liang frowned. "So you're saying I attacked you without understanding the situation? The Talisman Pavilion is affiliated with the One Bite Apple organization. You can't act however you want here. You should know how dangerous the One Bite Apple organization is." Jiatsu said coldly, "Fine. Let's clarify who's right and who's wrong." He turned to a bystander and said, "Little brother, tell us, who attacked first?" The man replied honestly, "Lu Yang provoked him first. He attacked first. Brother Jiatsu only defended himself." Elder Liang turned to his disciple, "Is that true?" The disciple nodded, "Yes, Elder. We questioned many witnesses. They all said Lu Yang initiated the conflict. He deserved what he got." Elder Liang sighed and said, "Lu Yang, you are a disciple of the Talisman Pavilion. When outsiders break the rules, we punish them. But when our own disciples commit wrongdoing, we must be even stricter. Do you realize how serious your crime is? It seems Patriarch will have to speak with you personally." Lu Yang panicked. Things were clearly turning against him. He shouted desperately, "Elder, I'm innocent. This Jiatsu was selling fake talismans in our pavilion. As a disciple, how could I allow that? He was damaging the reputation of our pavilion." Elder Liang turned to Jiatsu and asked, "Jiatsu, were you selling fake talismans?" Jiatsu said calmly. You haven't even examined my talisman yet, so you can't call it fake. Just then, someone stepped forward and said, a talisman that can double someone's power? That's absolutely impossible. Everyone turned to look. It was elderly Ucker of the Talisman Pavilion, whom everyone respectfully called Elder Ucker. Lu Yang cried out, Master Li Ucker, look, he broke my arm. Elder Li Ucker waved his hand dismissively and said, don't worry, your master will take revenge for you. In our continent, even the highest grade talisman can only increase power by 50%. No matter how powerful a master is, no one dares to claim a 100% boost. Jiatsu, do you really think you can come to our pavilion and fool us? Jiatsu replied calmly. Elderly Ucker, if you're that confident my talisman is fake, then let's make a bet. Elderly Ucker sneered inwardly. This kid is just talking nonsense. I've always heard that Jiatsu couldn't even cultivate properly. When did he learn to make talismans? My disciple was right. This boy was scamming people. Now that he's been exposed, he's just stalling. Jiatsu said firmly, my talisman can double anyone's power. If I successfully increase someone's power by 100%, you'll give me 300 body tempering pills. If you agree, let's test whether my talisman is real or fake. Elderly Ucker laughed and replied, if what you say turns out to be true, I won't give you 300. I'll give you 500 body tempering pills. There's no way your talisman could be that powerful. Inside, Elderly Ucker thought coldly, when this kid is exposed, I'll personally kill him. Whether it's 300 or 500 pills doesn't matter. He won't live long enough to claim any of them. They moved into the spirit tower to test the talisman's purity. Elderly Ucker said confidently, this instrument will tell us exactly what grade your talisman is, and how strong its effects are. Jiatsu asked calmly, Elderly Ucker, are you certain this device won't make any mistakes? Elderly Ucker snorted, you little brat, you can doubt anything, but never my spirit tower. The only thing flawed about me is my name. Everything else I own is perfect. Lu Yang sneered, what's wrong, Jiatsu? Are you scared now? If you confess right now, maybe Master Li Ucker will let you go. But if you wait until you're exposed, you won't survive. Jiatsu ignored him and said coldly, mind your own business. He placed the talisman into the testing core. The device immediately announced, this is a first-grade strength-enhancing talisman. It can increase a person's power by 100%. Elderly Ucker's eyes widened in shock. How is this possible? This talisman truly has the power to double someone's strength. Elder Liang exclaimed, I can't believe my eyes. Tianshui City actually has such a terrifying talisman master, and we never knew. I dare say he's one of the greatest geniuses on the entire continent. Very few people could create such a high-quality talisman. Lu Yang stood frozen in disbelief. So this is why my sister always hated Jiatsu. When he was cultivating, he was always 10 steps ahead of everyone. No one in the city was considered a genius except him. Only after he ruined his cultivation for my sister did people believe there were 3 geniuses in this country. And now this bastard has started making talismans. I used to be Tianshui City's #1 genius, but now he's stealing my fame. I have to kill him. Lu Yang rushed forward to attack Jiatsu, but before he could reach him, Elder Li Ucker stepped in and struck Lu Yang, knocking him unconscious. Elder Li Ucker shouted, take this idiot away. He's disgracing my name. Jiatsu thought to himself, Elder Li Ucker, I have to admit, you're clever. You struck your disciple in front of everyone, but in truth, you protected him. If the pavilion's reputation had been damaged, the elders wouldn't have spared him. You saved him just in time. But how long can you protect him? The Lu family is my greatest enemy. When I deal with them, it will be a sight worth seeing. Elder Long stepped forward and said, Young Master Chu, I wanted to say something. Jiatsu thought coldly. People in this continent change colors faster than chameleons. Just moments ago, this old man was calling me by my full name. Now that he's seen my potential, he's calling me Young Master Chu again. A while ago, his voice was full of hatred. Now it's full of respect. Elder Leon said politely, Young Master Chu, would you like to join our Talisman Pavilion? Jiatsu replied calmly, Join the pavilion? Elder Lan, from what I know, you don't have the authority to recruit me. At that moment, another voice spoke from behind. He doesn't. But I do. Everyone immediately bowed. Greetings, Pavilion Master. Jiatsu's eyes narrowed. So this is the master of the Talisman Pavilion, Yang Zhenhai. They say he's like a dragon, rarely showing himself to anyone he doesn't deem worthy. I never thought I'd meet him here. Yang Zhenhai smiled and said, From the moment you stepped into this pavilion, you caught my attention. It's truly astonishing. A talisman with 100% effect. Even I can't create something like that. Elder Liang added eagerly, Pavilion Master, Our pavilion desperately needs talents like Jiatsu. For years, those arrogant people from the royal city have humiliated us. If Jiatsu joins us, we'll finally be able to take revenge. The pavilion master said, Young master, if you join our pavilion, you'll receive every resource you need. You won't face any restrictions from our side. Jiatsu thought to himself, if I join this pavilion, I won't have to worry about money at all. I'll be able to buy as many herbs as I want, and if I become a disciple of the Talisman Pavilion, I'll receive extremely strong protection. Jiatsu said calmly, All right, pavilion master, I'll join your pavilion. Yang Zhenhai immediately said, Here, take this. Jiatsu looked at it and said in surprise, This is the first-rank master token. Elder Li Ucker clenched his fists inwardly. Lu Yang devoted a major part of his life to this pavilion. He even poured half of his family's wealth into it. Only then did he earn the title of first-rank Talisman Master. And Jiatsu obtained it so easily. There's truly a huge difference between talent and hard work. Jiatsu turned to Elder Li Ucker and said calmly, So, when are you giving me my 500 body-tempering pills? Yang Zhenhai smiled and said, Elder Li Ucker, you're the second-rank master of our pavilion. You wouldn't back out of a bet, would you? Elder Li Ucker replied stiffly, Fine, I'll have someone bring the body-tempering pills. Even if you hadn't reminded me, I would have honored the wager. Inside, Elder Li Ucker was furious. This bastard Jiatsu humiliated me in front of everyone. He injured my disciple. He proved his talisman and disgraced me as well. I'll remember this day. Scene shifted. Lu family residence. Lu Yang was crying in front of the Lu family patriarch. Sister, you must take revenge for me. As long as that bastard Jiatsu is alive, my heart will keep burning. You know what he said about me, that I'm a dog's son and a bitch's brother. How could I ever tolerate such humiliation? Patriarch Lu turned to Tina and said, You said the Chu family brat had become crippled. Don't tell me you made a mistake. Tina replied coldly, No, I didn't make any mistake. I shattered his dantian. And you can see it yourself. My cultivation has increased dramatically. I absorbed all of his cultivation. I didn't leave him any chance to survive. I don't know how he's still alive. Patriarch Lu said gravely, No matter how hard you tried, the truth is, he survived. And what he did to Lu Yang proves how deeply he hates our family. The Chu family once supported us. That was a massive blessing. But we tried to kill Jiatsu, and he didn't die. That's our biggest problem. Tina replied dismissively, So what if he survived? He's only at the 4th level of body refinement. Any ordinary cultivator from our family could kill him. What we should focus on now is the Yuanjian sect competition. I'll put all my effort into reaching the key realm. As for Jiatsu, brother, I promise you, once I become a disciple of the Yuanjian sect, I'll personally kill him. Scene shifted. Jiatsu was cultivating when he suddenly broke through to the 6th level of body refinement. He thought, I consumed all 500 body-tempering pills. Elder Li Ucker gave me at once. If I didn't have the Chaos Heavenly technique, I wouldn't have been able to absorb them. This technique keeps pushing me, forcing me to earn more money and buy more herbs. Suddenly, Jisoo sensed someone outside his door. The door was smashed open, and a man attacked him. But in the next instant, Jiatsu severed the man's leg attack with his aura. The attacker thought in shock, I'm at the 8th level of body refinement. How could a 6th level cultivator suppress me? Jiatsu said coldly, You should never get distracted in the middle of a fight. He landed a terrifying punch. When Jiatsu stepped outside, the man had already fled. Ruhua rushed over anxiously. Young master, are you alright? Did a thief break in? What are the guards even doing? Jiatsu replied calmly, There's no need to worry. He escaped only because I allowed him to. You know, when a rat runs away, it always returns to its hole. Let's see which hole this rat came from. 5 days later, Chu family competition. Someone shouted, Finally, young Master Chu has arrived. Others sneered, This is such an important competition, and he's making everyone wait. He hasn't improved his cultivation in 3 years, yet he still thinks he's the best cultivator in the city. Another man scoffed, He should just give up. He'll only remain young master if he survives today. On the other side, Chu Han was greeting the elders. Everyone said, Chu Han is worthy of becoming the young master. Even the grandmaster supports him. He's gentle, polite, and well-mannered. A good person should become the young master. The grandmaster asked, You've received all the information about Jiatsu, correct? Chu Han replied calmly, You could say he has a strong body and many techniques, but no real vitality. I'll defeat him. He fights in a way our family has never seen before, but even so, he'll lose. The grandmaster stepped forward and announced, I officially begin the competition. The first match will be Chu Han versus Jiatsu. On the stage, Chu Han smiled and said, "Brother Jiatsu, doesn't it feel strange? I'm your junior, yet here I am facing you. We were once the same age, but no one ever paid attention to me because of you. There are many geniuses who never reached the key realm. You reached it 3 years ago, and then stopped cultivating. And now, here I stand before you." Jiatsu replied calmly, "I only stopped cultivating for 3 years. Even if I stopped for 300 years, you still wouldn't be my equal. We're opponents today because it's a competition. But in life, you could never be my opponent. So stop wasting time talking. Come fight me and lose." Chu Han nodded. "Fine, I'm coming." The next moment, their fists collided. Everyone was shocked. What just happened? Both of their punches carried the same level of power. But Jiatsu is only at the body refinement stage, while young Master Chu Han has already reached the half-step key realm. Chu Han thought to himself, "What is going on? If Jiatsu's cultivation were truly equal to mine, I wouldn't have been able to withstand his punch at all. This bastard is a monster born in our generation. So many people tried to suppress him, yet he's still far ahead. If I don't kill him today, countless geniuses will be crushed by his shadow and will never be able to rise." Chu Han suddenly unleashed a terrifying attack, shattering even the stage beneath them. Watching the fight, the Grandmaster thought, "Jiatsu's strength is far ahead of his time. I thought Chu Han would defeat him with cultivation alone, but he still can't match Jiatsu. It seems I'll have to use some unconventional methods." As he thought this, he secretly passed a pill to Chu Han. The elders sitting nearby were alarmed. "This is completely wrong. That pill will instantly boost Chu Han's cultivation, but it's extremely harmful to his body. We must stop this somehow." The Grandmaster coldly replied, "We do not interfere in children's fights." "Third Elder, are you trying to break the rules?" The Third Elder protested. "You know how dangerous that pill is. I'm saying this for Chu Han's sake. Consuming that pill could seriously damage his body. For the Patriarch's position, are you really willing to sacrifice 2 talents from our family? You know how much potential both of these boys have." The Grandmaster said calmly, "I gave the pill in front of everyone. If you know about its risks, then Jiatsu knows as well. If he wants, he can back off and save both his life and Chu Han's." Inside, the Grandmaster thought coldly, "For the Patriarch's position, I've planned for years. Today is crucial. If I must sacrifice Chu Han just to kill Jiatsu, so be it. I only want that position." The moment Chu Han swallowed the pill, he broke through, reaching the key realm. Jiatsu's eyes narrowed. He was already at half-step key realm, and now he's fully entered it. This fight just became much harder. Chu Han instantly rushed forward and struck toward Jiatsu's neck. The crowd gasped. "Is Jiatsu dead?" Jiatsu barely avoided it and thought, "That was close." Chu Han sneered. "Jiatsu, kneel and beg for forgiveness. I might spare you." Jiatsu replied coldly, "I wasn't planning to kill you, but now that you tried to kill me, I won't spare you." He pulled out an attack talisman. With a single strike, a massive hole tore through Chu Han's body. Everyone screamed in shock. Chu Han is dead. The Third Elder thought grimly, "I've heard rumors that Jiatsu can craft terrifying talismans. I thought they were exaggerations, but it's all true." The Grandmaster clenched his teeth. "Like father, like son. No matter how much I deny it, both of them are monsters." Jiatsu said calmly, "Elders, please announce the result. And if anyone else wants to challenge me, send them." The Grandmaster finally declared, "The position of young master of the Chu family remains with Jiatsu." Everyone bowed and greeted him respectfully. Scene shifts to Chu residence. Ruhua said excitedly, "Young master, I made something delicious for you. You'll love it." Jiatsu replied, "I'm going into seclusion to cultivate. You all eat." Ruhua was surprised. "You're going into seclusion again? You've already regained your young master position. The Grandmaster can't touch you anymore. So why push yourself so hard?" Jiatsu answered seriously, "I know the Grandmaster can't touch me here, but the real priority is the Yuanjian sect competition, which will happen within a month. I must prepare." Scene shifts to Yuanjian sect. A disciple reported, "Elder, we've completed preparations for the Tianshui City competition." The elder sighed. "Tianshui City is too small. Most of the time we return empty-handed." "Did you find any real talent this time?" The disciple replied, "I heard of 3 exceptional individuals. Lu Tina of the Lu family, Young Yuan of the Yang family." The elder paused. "And the third?" The disciple said, "Chu Jiatsu, the young master of the Chu family. He was once Tianshui City's #1 genius. His cultivation was so exceptional that he could have been the top genius of our sect as well. But something terrible happened to him. His cultivation dropped, and now he's only at the 6th level of body refinement." The elder shook his head. To participate, one must reach the 9th level of body refinement. Advancing from 6th to 9th in 2 days is nearly impossible. What a pity. I personally hope this child could participate. Scene shifted. Jiatsu thought, the key gathering pill I received was incredible, but my extraordinary meridians still haven't awakened. The narrator explained, a human body has 20 meridians, 12 primary meridians and 8 extraordinary meridians. Reaching the body refinement realm means all primary meridians are awakened, but very few cultivators can awaken even one extraordinary meridian. If all 8 extraordinary meridians are awakened, one reaches the ultimate body refinement stage and obtains the legendary supreme martial body, the perfect physique for martial cultivation. But to awaken the extraordinary meridians, one must continue refining the body. Jiatsu thought firmly, I need to earn a lot of money. Only then can I gather the resources I need to advance. Scene shifts to next day, Talisman Pavilion. Young Genhai said with admiration, Kid, you've really done something incredible. You've created so many different types of amazing talismans. If you keep working like this, you'll soon become the talisman king of our city. By the way, young Master Chu, what's wrong? You look exhausted. If you have any trouble, please tell me. I'll always stand by your side. Jiatsu replied, thank you for your concern. I worked very hard last night, so I couldn't get any sleep. Inside, Jiatsu thought, I spent the entire night inside the Chaos Tower crafting talismans so I could sell them and earn money. Just then, young Genhai said, you've arrived at the perfect time, young Master Chu. Some very important guests have come to meet us. Come, I'll introduce you to them. It would be very beneficial for you to know them. These are Elder Zhu Huan from One Bite Apple, and the young lady standing here is the daughter of the owner of the One Bite Apple organization, Miss Jia Yuan. Jiatsu greeted them politely. I greet you both, he thought to himself. Talisman Pavilion isn't the top branch of One Bite Apple, yet even this pavilion is under their control. And now the daughter of such a massive organization's owner is standing right in front of me. If I leave a good impression, it'll be extremely beneficial. Miss Jia stepped forward and began examining Jiatsu's talismans. She said, these kinds of talismans are exactly what One Bite Apple needs. Jiatsu asked, are you planning to take all of them? Yang Genhai laughed. Kid, don't act confused. Miss Jia is saying she wants to collaborate with you. You could say your luck has finally turned. The largest financial group in the entire country wants to work with you. Jiatsu felt delighted. This is perfect. If I work with them, I'll have plenty of money to unlock my extraordinary meridians. Miss Jia handed him a token. Here, take this VIP token. I've already deposited 10 first-grade spirit stones into it. Any money you earn from selling talismans will be automatically deposited here. The elders were stunned. What is happening? That token is extremely difficult to obtain. Even the princess of our country had to beg for it. And yet, Miss Jia just handed it to this young boy. Jiatsu said sincerely, Miss Jia, you're truly kind. Thank you very much. Elder Zhuhuan added, I need 2,000 high-quality talismans within 10 days. Send them to the president of our Tianshui City branch. Jiatsu nodded. It will be done. After Jiatsu left, Miss Jia asked, Pavilion Master Yang, what do you think about his talismans? Young Genhai replied, I personally examined them. I can guarantee there won't be any issues. But suddenly, after observing more closely, he was shocked. Laughing, the pavilion master said, this kid is incredibly smart. He deliberately hid his true ability. On the surface, the talismans look ordinary, but in reality, their power has been intentionally suppressed. Young Master Chu is keeping his talisman power at a low level so no one realizes his true strength. Miss Jia smiled. This trip has been very worthwhile for me. Scene shifts to Chaos Tower. Jiatsu arrived at the first level of the Chaos Tower. He thought, my talisman abilities have improved a lot, but if I keep making only first-grade talismans, I won't progress much. The thing that's earning me money, I need to strengthen it. I must learn to craft high-level talismans. 10 days later, Jiatsu said at the entrance, my name is Chu Jiatsu. I'm here to meet President Su. Tell him Jiatsu has come. Behind him, Tina sneered, look who's here. He actually thinks he can meet someone as important as President Su. Jiatsu replied coldly. Shut up, you bitch. Tina laughed. You survived, sure, but what's the point of living such a miserable life? If I were you, I'd have given up long ago. Jiatsu replied calmly. Tina, you don't need to worry about me. The path you're walking on now suits you perfectly. That demonic cultivation technique of yours will turn you into a monster one day. And when that day comes, no one will even look at you. It suits you well. Your character is filthy anyway. Her companion snapped angrily. Don't talk nonsense about us. We came here with the Yang family, close friends of One Bite Apple. At that moment, President Su and Miss Jia walked out. President Su said warmly, "Young Master Jiatsu, you made us wait quite a while." Hearing Jiatsu's name from her mouth, everyone was stunned. Jiatsu said politely, "President Su, Miss Jia, please forgive me for being late. It was all because of these idiots." Tina thought in shock. What is going on? How does Jiatsu know people from such powerful organizations? Miss Jia smiled calmly. "Young Master Jiatsu, let's go inside. After all, dogs always bark at elephants passing on the road. One shouldn't pay attention to them." Jiatsu looked at Tina and said quietly, "You've done many things to me. I promise, I'll repay every single one of them, slowly." Inside the office, Jiatsu placed the items down. "Here are the 2,000 talismans. All of them are high grade," President Su exclaimed. "I've never seen so many talismans together at once. How did this child refine so many talismans in just 10 days? Jiatsu said, "President Su, I've created 3 special talismans. What price will I get for them?" But the moment President Su saw the talismans, she was shocked. "These are second-tier spirit talismans." Miss Jia immediately said, "Wait a second. Let me check them first." After examining all 3 talismans and sensing their power, she was completely stunned. Miss Jia thought to herself, Jiatsu is still only at the body refinement realm, yet he can already create so many talismans. I can guarantee that he'll become a huge name in the talisman world. President Su said admiringly, "Young Master Jiatsu, you're truly amazing. For these 2,000 talismans plus the 3 special ones, we'll pay you 150,000 spirit stones." Jiatsu was shocked. 150,000 spirit stones? That's far more than my Chu family's annual income. Being a talisman master really is something extraordinary. Jiatsu then asked, "President Su, do you also deal in cultivation techniques?" President Su replied, "Tomorrow we're holding an auction. If you attend, you might find something truly remarkable." Jiatsu nodded. "All right, I'll come tomorrow." As Jiatsu left, Miss Jia watched him quietly. President Su teased her. "Miss, why do I feel like you've taken a liking to someone? You should know, young Master Jiatsu is very famous in the city. He loved a girl deeply and spent 3 full years of his body essence just to heal her. You know how painful that process is. Only a true gentleman could endure something like that for a woman." Miss Jia frowned slightly. "Sister, please stop saying such nonsense." Scene shifts to the next day, auction house. A maid said respectfully, "Young Master Jiatsu, you'll be seated in the number 1 private room on the 3rd floor. President Su is already waiting for you inside." As Jiatsu opened the door, President Su said, "Please come in. The auction is about to begin. Young Master Chu, why are you sitting so far from me? In such a private room with such a beautiful lady present, you still keep your distance." Jiatsu replied calmly, "I'm used to sitting apart. I came today looking for a martial technique that suits me." President Su thought to herself, "This boy is truly different. Normally, men go crazy the moment they see me, but I'm giving him so much attention and he doesn't react at all. He's perfect for Miss Jia." President Su then said, "Start the auction." The host announced, "Ladies and gentlemen, our first item is the Frost Blade. It was forged using cold iron from thousands of years old. The starting bid is 3,000 spirit stones." Bidding immediately began. On the 2nd floor, the Lu family was seated. Lu Yang said, "We'll bid on this." "Sister, you have a supreme body, and this sword matches you perfectly." Tina replied confidently, "I doubt anyone would dare compete with the Lu family." The host announced, "Private room number 1 has placed a bid of 30,000 for this sword." Lu Yang frowned. "I heard that an extremely important figure from the One Bite Apple organization is seated in room number 1. That's why President Su is sitting with that person." Tina replies firmly, "No matter who they are, they can't take this sword from us. The competition will start in a few days, and this sword is extremely important to me. Until we win the bid, we'll keep bidding." After a while, President Su said, "Young Master Jiatsu, the sword's price has increased by 70,000 spirit stones because of your bid. Do you want to continue?" Jiatsu shook his head. "No, I don't need this sword. It doesn't suit my body type. Let whoever bid last take it." President Su thought Jiatsu never wanted the sword to begin with. He raised the price from 3,000 to 70,000 just to teach someone a lesson. The host announced the next item. "Our next item is a sword whose name is unknown. Starting bid, 2,000 spirit stones." The crowd erupted. "Are they crazy? What kind of trash sword is this? It looks like it was picked up from a garbage pile." The host thought, "Our top masters examined this sword. They couldn't detect any elemental power inside it. They were shocked. How could a sword have absolutely no elemental energy? I don't think this item will sell." But the moment Jiatsu looked at the sword, the chaos power within him reacted. President Su noticed and asked, "You seem very interested in this sword." Jiatsu nodded. "I really like it." President Su smiled. "You don't need to bid. This sword is a gift from me." Jiatsu replied politely. "Thank you, President Su." President Su smiled and said, "Young Master Jiatsu, there's no need to be so formal, and you should know, what's coming next is the most important item of the entire event." We then see an artifact being brought out from a sealed vault. The host announced, "Our next artifact is a Xuan-level martial art technique. Its name is Fast and Furious 7 Strikes." Everyone was shocked. What? A Xuan-level technique? Only the biggest families possess techniques this powerful. I doubt even the top 4 families of our city have something like this. Liu Yang said in disbelief. The One Bite Apple organization has really gone far ahead. I never thought they'd bring out something this big. The host continued. The starting price for Fast and Furious 7 Strikes is 50,000 spirit stones. Hearing this, everyone fell silent. One man said, "I belong to a middle-class family. 50,000 spirit stones is way too much." Another said, "I'm poor. Looks like there's nothing for us at this auction." At that moment, the Mo family patriarch spoke up. "I bid 60,000. A poor cultivator muttered, "I didn't expect the head of one of the 4 great families to appear personally. This technique must be incredible." Liu Yang mocked him. "Uncle Mo, how can you place such a small bid for such an amazing technique? You're just embarrassing yourself." Patriarch Mo snapped. "Liu Yang, shut your mouth. I don't want to talk to an arrogant brat like you." Liu Yang smirked. "I'm arrogant because my family is stronger than yours, and if we're talking about money, I bid 100,000 spirit stones." Patriarch Mo was stunned. 100,000? Liu Yang declared proudly. "Once the Liu family sets its eyes on something, it becomes ours. Even the god of wealth couldn't take it from us." Just then, Jiatsu calmly placed a bid of 140,000 spirit stones. The host announced, "A bid of 140,000 spirit stones from private room number 1. Everyone was shocked. Who is sitting in room number 1? Even the 4 great families don't spend money this recklessly. Furious, Tina shouted, "That bastard snatched our item again." Liu Yang clenched his teeth. "Sister, he bid 140,000 spirit stones. That's almost 3 years of our family's income. If we bid higher, father will have to beg on the streets." Tina took a deep breath. "Fine, back off," she thought. Judging by this man's bids, money clearly means nothing to him. Competing further would only humiliate us. President Su announced, "Congratulations, young master. The martial technique has been placed inside this case." Jiatsu asked, "I don't know much about Fast and Furious 7 Strikes. Could you explain it to me?" President Su replied seriously, "Listen carefully. As the name suggests, this technique is divided into 7 strikes. The first 3 strikes are relatively normal in power, but the 4th strike is far stronger than the 3rd, and this pattern continues. When you master all 7 strikes, you can combine their power into a single attack. Only then does this technique truly reach the mid-stage Xuan level. But remember, this technique puts tremendous strain on the body. If you make even the slightest mistake while practicing, your body could suffer severe damage. Even cultivators at the True Key realm struggle to master it. And young master, I can't let anything happen to you." Jiatsu thought to himself, "This woman is very clever, but I won't fall into another trap. I once chased after a woman and she chased power. If I had chased power instead, women would have chased me. So I've decided, I'll pursue power, not love." Thanking her, Jiatsu said, "Thank you for your concern. I have some work to do, so I'll be leaving now." President Su watched him go and murmured, "This man is truly strange. It's the first time a man has kept such distance from me." Scene shifts to Black Mountain. Testing his power, Jiatsu said, "I practiced Fast and Furious all day, and only now have I grasped the 4th strike. But I should return home and prepare. Tomorrow is the Yuanjian sect competition, and it won't be easy. I'll face traitors, and more importantly, expose their true nature. I'm not one of those foolish heroes who take forever to seek revenge. They made mistakes, and they'll pay for them soon." A while later, Jiatsu returned to his courtyard. Crying, Ruwa said, "Young master, I couldn't find you all night. You have no idea how worried I was." Jiatsu smiled gently. "Don't worry, I've already walked through the gates of hell once and returned. I'll be fine. I sent you a message last night. Did you receive it?" Ruwa nodded. "Yes, young master, I bought everything you asked for. This bag contains 300 condensing pills, all fully refined." Jiatsu said firmly, "I'm going into secluded cultivation now. Stay outside my room and don't let anyone disturb me." Jiatsu entered his room and looked at the sword carefully. He said to himself, Its name is the Dragon Abyss Sword. So far, this is the first item that has been able to resonate with the power of my Chaos Tower. I can guarantee that this sword is absolutely not ordinary. At that moment, the Dragon Abyss Sword began to glow and suddenly flew straight into Jiatsu's Chaos Tower. Jiatsu thought in shock. The tower's formation. The sword has gone right to the very center of it. He tried to pull it back out, but the moment he extended his hand, a burning pain surged through it. Jiatsu frowned. With my current strength, I can't even reach the place where the sword is stored. This means the Chaos Tower is telling me that I'm not yet qualified to wield this sword. He sighed helplessly. This tower is extremely dominant. Before taking the sword, it didn't even ask for my permission once. I thought I would use this sword in the Yuanjian sect competition, but now the tower has taken it away. Tower, if you've taken so much from me, you should at least give me something in return. Suddenly, a formation appeared beneath Jiatsu's feet. He was shocked. This energy feels completely different. It's like pure ki is flowing through my body. If I use this energy properly, I might even be able to open my extraordinary meridians. But this amount of energy alone isn't enough. I still need more resources. Then Jiatsu realized something important. That sword was outside, yet the tower pulled it inside. That means I can bring external items into the tower as well. If I can bring my condensing pills inside, I might be able to break through here. After concentrating for a while, condensing pill appeared in Jiatsu's hand. He immediately swallowed it and began cultivating. 1 hour later, Jiatsu had unlocked 7 out of his 8 extraordinary meridians. Lying on the ground, he said weakly, "Finally, I've opened 7 extraordinary meridians. Only 1 remains, and that final one is the hardest." The narrator explains, the last meridian is called the Life and Death Meridian. For martial artists, it is like an insurmountable wall. On the land of God's continent, only a handful of people in history have ever managed to pass it, and all of them became legendary figures. Jiatsu struggled to stand and said firmly, "I can barely even stand right now, but no matter what happens, I will open the Life and Death Meridian. Only then will I regain the Dragon Abyss Sword. As for the Yuanjian sect competition, I'm already prepared. I will win, and I'll teach my enemies a lesson they'll never forget." Scene shifted to Tianshui City Plaza. People gathered and said excitedly, "The Yuanjian sect competition only happens once every decade, and today is the day. Every time, the sect selects elite disciples from here. Let's see who gets chosen this time." Soon, Yang Yuan and Tina arrived. The crowd whispered, "That's Yang Yuan, the city lord's second son. Even at just 17 years old, he has already reached the early stage of the true Qi realm. Everyone knows he'll be the main star of today's recruitment. And young Master Yuan and Miss Tina are a perfect match." Soon, Elder Liao of the Yuanjian sect stepped onto the stage. The trials are about to begin. All participants, step onto the stage. As everyone gathered, Tina suddenly noticed Jiatsu. Yang Yuan sneered, "So this trash still has the nerve to show up. Looks like last time's punishment wasn't enough." Tina scoffed. "I don't know what kind of demonic technique he used to recover." Yang Yuan shook his head mockingly. "I almost feel sorry for him. No matter how much he cultivates now, he can never return to who he once was. He used to act like the city's #1 genius. Now what? Will he call himself the #1 loser?" Lu Yang stepped forward and sneered at Jiatsu. "Trash like you is still standing here?" Jiatsu replied coldly. "Looks like you've forgotten what I did to you last time. Standing in front of me again? Are you inviting death?" Lu Yang laughed arrogantly. "I'm a gentleman, so I won't fight you. I'm just here to tell you that you're not qualified for this competition. It clearly states that participants must be at body refinement level 9. But you're only at the 6th level. Go stand to the side with the unqualified kids. You don't belong here." Elder Liao said loudly, "All unqualified participants, step down immediately." Elder Liao thought to himself, "So this is Jiatsu." Suddenly, Jiatsu released his aura, sending Lu Yan flying backward. Tina screamed, "Quick! Save my brother." Elder Liao was stunned. That boy was talking nonsense. His aura clearly shows body refinement level 9. But how did he advance 3 levels in just 2 days? Is he really such a terrifying genius? Jiatsu looked at Elder Liao calmly and asked, "Elder, am I qualified now?" Elder Liao nodded. "Yes, child, you may proceed. You can all see the testing stone in front of you. When you place your hand on it, it will reveal your cultivation quality, your bloodline, and even your hidden potential. It will tell us everything." Tina stepped forward and said, "I'll go first." When Tina placed her hand on the stone, it immediately displayed the results. Name, Lu Tina, age 16, extraordinary meridians activated 0, Bloodline, Profound Grade, Cultivation, True Key Realm, First Stage. The crowd erupted in excitement. What an amazing bloodline. We knew our city's goddess was extraordinary. Even Elder Liao nodded approvingly. Yes, this child has great potential. Tina looked at Jiatsu and said arrogantly, I admit that you've recovered quite well, and you've even reached the 9th level of body refinement. But you will never be my equal. No matter how tall a building becomes, it can never reach the sky. Jiatsu completely ignored her words. Next, Yang Yuan placed his hand on the stone. The tablet announced, Name, Yang Yuan, age 17, Extraordinary Meridians activated 3, Bloodline, Earth Grade, Top Tier, Cultivation, True Key Realm, 6th Stage. Elder Liao was shocked. This boy is a true prodigy. An Earth Grade bloodline is extremely rare. Even within the Yuanjian sect, very few possess such a bloodline. The crowd cheered loudly. Of course, the #1 genius of Tianshui City would be like this. Even after entering the Yuanjian sect, he'll definitely remain #1. Then Jiatsu placed his hand on the stone. The stone tablet suddenly burst into blinding light. Everyone shouted in shock. What's happening? We can't even keep our eyes open. The stone announced. Name, Chujiatsu, age 17, Extraordinary Meridians activated, 7, Bloodline, Heaven Grade, Cultivation, Body Refinement Realm, 9th Stage. Tina screamed in disbelief. What? A Heaven Grade bloodline? Yang Yuan shouted. But I already took his bloodline. How can he still have one? Elder Liao was stunned. He has opened 7 out of 8 Extraordinary Meridians, and yet he's still at the 9th stage of body refinement. That means he has a chance to reach the peak of body refinement and obtain a legendary cultivation body. I can see it now. The former #1 genius of Tianshui City is rising again. Jiatsu thought to himself, this test result is fake. Before I touched the stone, the Chaos Tower released a burst of energy. That's why my bloodline appeared as Heaven Grade. In reality, I possess the Chaos Heavenly Emperor bloodline, but even I don't know its true level. It's a good thing the tower suppressed it. If everyone found out my real bloodline, the entire dynasty would be shaken. No one knows whether this bloodline will become a blessing or a curse. Jiatsu then spoke coldly. Tina and Yang Yuan, you crippled me and stole every bit of power I had. Did you really think I'd never stand at this level again? People standing nearby whispered. We did hear rumors that the Chu family's young master was injured by Tina. How can a woman be this vile? And young master Jiatsu is accusing them of stealing his cultivation. Panicking, Tina shouted, I didn't do anything. Don't slander me. Jiatsu replied calmly, everyone knows you were born with 3 yin meridians. Because of that, cold poison constantly formed inside your body. For 3 straight years, every single month I gave you my blood essence to heal you. During that time, my cultivation completely stagnated. The entire city knows this story, you can't deny it. But let me tell everyone what really happened. After I fully cured this woman, she and Yang Yuan attacked me from behind. They divided my powers between themselves. The Earth Grade bloodline Yang Yuan is so proud of, that bloodline was mine. And all of Tina's cultivation was granted by me. Think about it yourselves. How could someone who was sick since childhood cultivate normally? Because I fed her my blood essence for 3 years, I couldn't cultivate at all. And even after taking everything from me, their greed wasn't satisfied. They shattered my meridians and destroyed my dantian. I can guarantee this. There are many shameless women in this world, but none more vile than her. If you want to keep a snake, keep it clean, but never keep a woman like this by your side. Hearing this, Tina collapsed to her knees. Yang Yuan shouted angrily, Jiatsu, your imagination is getting out of control. Tina merely broke up with you, and now you're slandering her. A true gentleman would never behave like this. Jiatsu laughed coldly. You're absolutely right. The only real gentleman here is you, the one who used a demonic art to steal my bloodline. And not only did you commit evil yourself, you even shared the spoils with this dog. The crowd exploded in shock. What? Demonic arts were used? Our country has strict laws. Anyone who uses demonic arts will have their entire family exiled or completely exterminated. The city lord Yang panicked internally. If this boy doesn't shut up now, everything will be exposed. My son's true face will be revealed and my entire family will be ruined. Stepping forward, the city lord shouted, You trash! You're spouting nonsense. You think becoming a genius gives you the right to speak lies? No one will believe you. Jiatsu replied calmly. City lord, I'm just a child, and yet my words forced you onto the stage. Isn't it because you're afraid that once I speak, the filth you've hidden will be exposed? After all, if the son is rotten, the father can't be clean either. Yang Yuan shouted angrily. I'll finish you with a single strike. Because of the sudden attack, Jiatsu couldn't block it in time. Jiatsu thought, this bastard has already reached the sea transformation realm. I can't fight him head-on right now. Yang Juan was confused. Jiatsu is only at the 9th level of body refinement. I attacked him intending to kill him, but he wasn't harmed at all. At that moment, Pavilion Master Yang Zhenhai stepped forward. I never expected your story to be this complicated. Jiatsu replied respectfully. Pavilion Master Yang Zhenhai, why are you here? Yang Zhenhai answered calmly. Young Master Jiatsu, you are a member of one of our 4 great pavilions. If someone wrongs my people, I naturally have to step in. He turned coldly toward the City Lord. City Lord Yang, have you lost your mind? How dare you attack a pavilion member? My disciple has only accused you of using demonic arts. If that accusation is true, then all of you deserve severe punishment. City Lord Yang hurriedly said, we did nothing wrong. Pavilion Master, you shouldn't believe a child's words so easily. Yang Zhenhai nodded. Fine, I don't trust either side blindly. Let's conduct a test. This test will prove whether you've used demonic arts or not. If you haven't, Jiatsu will be punished. But if you have, prepare to face the consequences. City Lord Yang clenched his fists. Pavilion Master, are you really going to stand against the Yang family? He thought nervously. Both Yang Zhenhai and I are at the sea transformation realm. If we fight, no one can predict the outcome. Yang Zhenhai replied coldly. Your Yang family isn't even worthy of standing before our pavilion. If just one elder intervenes, your entire family would be wiped out, without even leaving corpses behind. I'm speaking politely only because of your position. Otherwise, what are you worth in front of us? The City Lord shouted. I am the City Lord. Do you really think you can kill me? Yang Zhenhai smiled dangerously. I'm not foolish enough to kill someone casually. But if your son truly used demonic arts, I will personally hunt him down and kill him. You know how serious this crime is. The City Lord released his demonic aura and shouted, if you have the guts, touch me and see. The crowd panicked. He belongs to the Blood Demon sect? That sect butchers people like vegetables. We never imagined our City Lord could be this filthy. People began fleeing in all directions. The City Lord shouted desperately, Senior Brother Li, are you here to help us? Senior Brother Li sneered, you're truly trash, Yang. I gave you such a simple task and you still failed. Our sect's plan would have succeeded long ago. I came to clean things up, but you'll pay for your mistakes later. Elder Liao trembled. So the Yang family is part of the Blood Demon sect. If Jiatsu hadn't warned us, we would have been ambushed and slaughtered. If my sect had been attacked in my city, I would have been disgraced forever. Yang Zhenhai sighed. Old Li, it's been many years. Your arrogance led you down the wrong path. I only hope you don't regret it someday. Old Li replied grimly. I know you're stronger than me. If we fight, I'll surely die. But if you touch Yang Zhuan, you won't escape. If I keep you busy here, my people will wipe out the entire city. To us, these so-called good people are nothing but livestock. So choose, save the city or kill one man. Yang Zhenhai hesitated. If Yang Zhuan continues practicing demonic arts, he'll become terrifying in the future. But if I kill him now, countless innocent people will die. Even if I win, I won't be able to protect everyone. At that moment, Old Li shouted impatiently, what are you waiting for? Come here. The City Lord panicked. Our family's true face has already been exposed. I must escape with my son at all costs. Suddenly, Tina grabbed Yang Yuan's legs and cried, please take me with you. If you leave me here, Jiatsu will kill me. Yang Yuan thought coldly. My life is already on the line, and this bitch still wants saving? I could just kill her and end everything. Then Old Li's voice echoed, don't kill that woman. She has 3 yin meridians, and more importantly, her heart is filled with poison. People are born good, but the world turns them evil. She was born demonic. She has a bright future in demonic cultivation. Yang Yuan said softly, Tina, stop crying. I'll never abandon you. The 3 of them escaped into the sky. Elder Liao bowed deeply. Senior, thank you for saving us. If you hadn't arrived, everyone here would have died. Yang Zhenhai said, please tell sect member Zhu that I owe him a great favor. Elder Liao thought anxiously. There's only one person called Zhu in our sect, the sect master himself. If I pass along this message, I'll surely be punished. Just then a voice rang out. Yang Zhenhai, you're quite good at running. The 4th Peak Master, Chu Yan, appeared. Elder Liao bowed respectfully. Greetings, 4th Peak Master. Chu Yan said coldly. So this is where you've been hiding all these years. I didn't expect you to hide in such a small city. But don't think you can escape. No matter how far you run, you'll answer my questions. And you'll settle all past debts. Elder Liao was stunned. Who exactly is Yang Zhenhai? He knows the Blood Demon sect and even the 4th Peak Master. If he's that powerful, why was he here? Elder Liao explained. Peak Master, the Blood Demon sect attacked suddenly. Yan Zhenhai saved us. Chuyan waved her hand. I know. You, long-haired boy, kneel. From now on, call me Master. I declare you a disciple of the fourth peak of the Yuanzhan sect. Jiatsu turned back in surprise. Are you talking about me? Peak Master Chuyan? Aren't you breaking the rules? Those who pass the test must still undergo sect trials before their future is decided. Chuyan snorted. I'll take whoever I want. You have two options, become disabled or die. Jiatsu thought, how are these two options any different? She's giving only one choice. Elder Liao sighed internally. Among the 7 peaks, the 4th peak is the most dangerous. The problem isn't the disciples, it's the Peak Master herself. She's so arrogant that no one can control her. I don't know what will happen to this child. Qian stared coldly. What's wrong, boy? Won't you kneel before me? Jiatsu replied calmly. All right. He respectfully greeted his master. Throwing him a token, Chuyan said, Child, when you enter the sect, refuse to take any additional tests. If anyone questions you, just tell them you are a disciple of the 4th peak. Remember one thing. The first rule of our peak is never lose your arrogance. Whether it's the sect leader or an ordinary disciple, speak proudly. If you can maintain that attitude, then you truly deserve to be my disciple. Later, Jiatsu returned home. Ruhua asked softly, Young master, can I come with you? Jiatsu replied, Get up first. Why are you kneeling? Ruhua said with teary eyes, After my father passed away, you're the only one I have left. Can I go to the Yuanzhan sect with you as a servant? I promise I won't cause trouble and I'll behave properly. Jiatsu sighed and said, Try to understand, Ruhua. The Yuanzhan sect is huge. If there are good things, there are also dangerous ones. I don't know who might become my enemy in the future. If you stay with me, you'll become a target because of me. Ruhua asked quietly, But if I stay here, will you come back to see me? Jiatsu nodded. I promise. Once I establish myself in the sect, I'll definitely bring you with me. Before that, I have something for you. He handed her a drop of blood. This blood drop contains 10 days worth of my cultivation. It will greatly enhance your potential. The moment Ruhua absorbed it, immense energy surged through her body, and she fainted. Jiatsu thought in shock. I didn't expect my Chaos Emperor bloodline to be this powerful. With just one drop, she gained an Earth-grade level bloodline. Good thing no one knows about my bloodline. Otherwise, people would swarm here begging. At least now, Ruhua can cultivate safely, and I won't have to worry. Soon after, Jiatsu set off for the Yuanzhan sect. On the way, a young woman approached him. Young Master Jiatsu, my name is Fu Lingshri. I'm also from Tianshui City. Jiatsu observed her and said, Miss Fu, you seem to be a cultivator of the true key realm. Your level is much higher than mine. She smiled gently. Please don't praise me so much. Just call me Fu Lingshri. No need to be formal. This is my first time traveling alone. Since you're from my hometown, I feel more comfortable around you. If you ever need help in the future, you can come to me. Jiatsu nodded. Sure, I will. Internally he thought, her cultivation is high, but her personality is weak. If she stays like this, many people in the Yuanzhan sect will take advantage of her. Their flying ship soon arrived at the sect. People from various alliances and societies rushed forward to recruit newcomers. Jiatsu asked, Are there so many factions even inside the Yuanzhan sect? Fu Lingshri explained. My grandfather told me about this. These alliances are formed mostly by outer disciples and outsiders. There's nothing special about them, so they're not worth attention. They only recruit powerful people. People from small regions like us are usually ignored. Just then, a man approached Fu Lingshri and said, Junior sister, would you like to join our power society? I must say, your fragrance is quite special. If you join us, we could get very close. Fu Lingshri immediately refused. No, I'm not interested. At that moment, Jiatsu slapped the man's hand away. Didn't you hear her? She said she doesn't want to join. Why are you forcing her? The man sneered. You're just a body refinement cultivator. Shut your mouth. Someone like you doesn't even qualify to join our society. People around began whispering. Who is this new disciple? He just arrived and already provoked Han. A girl nearby whispered. Han is a terrible person. He dominates everyone. I heard a junior sister from another peak was killed because of him. He acts arrogant only because his uncle is an outer sect elder. Suddenly someone shouted, Where is Chu Jiatsu? The crowd gasped. The goddess is here? Chu Linju, the 4th peak's junior sister, appeared. Outer disciples shouted excitedly, The heavens have blessed us today. It's been so long since goddess Chu Linju appeared in the outer sect. Half the disciples dream of seeing her even once. Who is the person she came for personally? Jiatsu stepped forward. I'm Jiatsu. Han scoffed. She came for him? Why? He's just a body refinement cultivator. What's so special about him? Chu Linju smiled lightly. I have to admit, you're quite handsome. That's why even my master likes you. My name is Chu Linju. From now on, I'm your senior sister. I'm here to take you to the 4th peak. And once we're there, I'll arrange everything for you. Jiatsu said calmly. Senior sister, wait a second. He then turned cold and said firmly, listen carefully. Junior sister Lingshui has clearly said she does not want to join your society. So I expect you to stop pressuring her. Otherwise, things won't end well for you or your society. Releasing her aura, Linshu shouted angrily, what exactly did you just do here? Han immediately dropped to his knees and said nervously, I didn't do anything. If junior sister doesn't want to join our sect, I won't insist anymore. Then she turned to Jiatsu and said, all right, junior brother, your problem is solved. Let's go. Lingshui thought to herself, I never imagined senior brother would be this impressive. People are already trying to recruit him the moment he arrived. Jiatsu then asked, senior sister, I sensed your power. You're at the sea transformation realm, right? Linshu smiled and replied, actually, only cultivators at the sea transformation realm are eligible to be chosen as direct disciples by our master. If someone at the body refinement level is accepted directly, it means they are truly extraordinary. Soon, they arrived at the 4th peak. Linshu said, from now on, this will be your home. Jiatsu looked around and asked in confusion, why does my room look like it was decorated for a girl? Didn't you know a junior brother was coming, not a junior sister? Linshu laughed and replied, the truth is, aside from you, everyone on this peak is a woman, so the decorations naturally reflect that. Jiatsu froze. Wait, am I the only man here? Linshu nodded. Our senior sisters are currently in seclusion. You'll definitely get a chance to meet them in the future. And honestly, shouldn't you be happy? Every woman here already knows who you are. Jiatsu then asked seriously, where is master? Traditionally, there should be a formal disciple ceremony. Earlier, I was forced to accept being a disciple. Linshu replied, right now, master is fighting with the other elders to secure talented disciples. Scene shifts to Yuanjian sect, main hall. The elders were excited. Finally, our Yuanjian sect has obtained a heaven-grade bloodline. Elder Liao added, sect master, Chu Jiatsu is special in more than one way. He has unlocked 7 out of 8 extraordinary meridians, and yet he's still only at the body refinement realm. He has the potential to obtain the legendary martial body. Sect Master Zhu nodded gravely. This child is a true heavenly prodigy. He will take our sect to a whole new level. The 3rd peak master, Yu Song, spoke impatiently. I haven't accepted a disciple in 10 years. This child should join my 3rd peak. The 2nd peak master, Yuan Ping, scoffed. That's nonsense. You're just lazy. Now you suddenly want a genius like this? The 5th peak master, Hao Lan, said calmly, you already have outstanding disciples. Why burden yourselves further? Let us take some pressure. The 7th peak master, Miao Yan, smiled playfully. A handsome disciple deserves a beautiful master. I don't think anyone here is more suitable than me. Then a voice interrupted. Everyone has spoken, but shouldn't I say something too? The 1st peak hasn't had a disciple for a long time either. Why don't I take Jiatsu? Everyone fell silent. Yuan Qin snapped. Brother Zhu, you're shameless. You always claim you lack disciples, yet you already have the best ones. You're greedy beyond belief. Sectmaster Zhu frowned. Yuan Qin, you've insulted me enough. Since you've said so much, give the boy to me. Yuan Qin exploded. Shut up, Sectmaster, or I'll cross the line. Elder Liao hurriedly intervened. Peak Masters, please calm down. What I'm about to report will shock you. The disciple you're all fighting over has already become a disciple of the 4th peak. Everyone was stunned. When did this happen? Yusong muttered. Now it makes sense why the 4th peak master stayed quiet. She already made her move. Chu Yan smiled faintly. Senior brothers, you seem upset. How about we settle this with a fight? Yusong thought grimly. If strength decides everything, only 2 people in the sect can defeat her. The sect master and the 6th peak master. Suddenly, the sky darkened and the sect's weather shifted. Elders rushed outside. The entire sect's climate has changed. Sectmaster Zhu said solemnly, this disturbance, it's coming from the 4th peak. Flying, they gasped. That's senior brother Cheng Shu. The 6th peak master, Cheng Shu, asked sharply. Brother Cheng Shu, what's happening on the 4th peak? Cheng Shu replied calmly, someone has just achieved the supreme martial body. Chu Yan said calmly, this was definitely Jatisu's doing. After all, his last extraordinary meridian was still unopened. He must have opened that one as well. Brother Cheng Shu said in shock. Does that mean this disciple is now officially a disciple of our Yuanjian sect? The sect master replied, Brother Cheng Shu, A lot has happened while you were in seclusion. Our fourth sister accepted an exceptional disciple in Tianshui City, someone with a heavenly bloodline. She made him her disciple early this morning. What's even more astonishing is that he achieved the supreme body entirely on his own. So far, we haven't helped him at all. Chuyan smiled and asked teasingly, "Sixth brother, what do you think of my disciple? And let me make one thing clear. Don't even think about stealing him. He is already my disciple." The acceptance ceremony in Tianshui City has already been completed. Chengshu sighed deeply. To be honest, I regret missing such an incredible opportunity. Suddenly, an extremely dangerous aura burst forth from the entire mountain. Leader Zhu said seriously, "It has been a long time since someone achieved this kind of body. That's why both heaven and earth are reacting joyfully. But no one outside the sect must learn about this child." Chengshu nodded. "If outsiders discover that we have such a terrifying disciple, they will definitely try to kill him. If we want to protect Jiatsu, we must keep his true strength hidden." Leader Zhu ordered, "4 elders, come with me. We must suppress this phenomenon immediately. Fourth sister, activate your mountain protection array. We must eliminate the heavenly tribulation so that no one learns what happened here." Chuyan instantly activated the protection array, while the other elders rushed out to confront the tribulation. Inside his room, Jiatsu sat quietly, cultivating. The moment his cultivation ended, a terrifying energy burst out from the entire mountain. Leader Zhu said with relief, "It seems the cultivation for achieving the supreme martial body is complete. This child has truly done something extraordinary." Chuyan added proudly, "He achieved all of this on his own. The energy released earlier wasn't borrowed power, it was purely Jiatsu's own strength. It took 4 elders just to suppress it." Brother Chengshu said gravely, "The supreme martial body improves with cultivation level. Right now, Jiatsu only has the basic stage, yet he is already this powerful. When his cultivation reaches our level, we may not even be able to withstand a single punch." Qian replied calmly, "That will take a long time. For now, he's still only at the 9th level of body refinement." Chengshu shook his head. "With his talent, who knows how long he'll take to grow? This child's talent is extraordinary, and he needs special care. If everything goes right, he will become the most powerful pillar of our Yuanjian sect and stand with us forever. But our fourth sister doesn't like working too hard. How about she hands this responsibility to us?" Chuyan's expression turned cold. "Sixth brother, please don't joke like that. Everyone knows the fourth peak has only 4 disciples. Do you really think adding 1 more would burden me? Let me be clear. Anyone who tries to steal my disciple will have to fight me directly." Leader Zhu raised his hand. "Since everything is settled, you may all leave." Scene shifts. Outside Yuanjian sect, in the forests beyond the sect, 2 demonic cultivators were watching carefully. One of them said, "Did you notice something strange just happened inside Yuanjian sect?" The other replied, "I felt heaven and earth's energy for a moment. It vanished quickly though. Let's report this to the Blood Demon sect. We'll follow whatever orders the sect master gives next." As they left, Chuyan appeared quietly. Chengshu asked, "Senior sister, what are you thinking?" Chuyan replied calmly, "The 4th peak's mountain protection array is no joke. No matter how powerful their eyes are, they won't discover what happened here." Chengsu sighed, "I hope Jiatsu can grow safely. With such power comes endless danger. His future life won't be peaceful." 6 months later, Jiatsu said confidently, "After 6 months of hard work, today I will finally break through into the true key realm. I could have broken through earlier, but I spent these 6 months healing myself. I damaged my body by breaking through too aggressively before, and my supreme martial body wasn't perfected yet. Now it is." Suddenly, a massive explosion erupted from Jiatsu's energy. Jiatsu stared at the destruction in shock. "I didn't expect my energy to cause such a terrifying blast. Even the ground has been blown into a massive crater. I knew there would be an explosion when entering the true key realm, but not one of this scale. My Dantian has become far larger and more powerful than before. That's both a blessing and a curse. From now on, breaking through each realm will require hundreds of times more resources. But the advantage is clear. When I grow stronger, I'll be hundreds of times stronger than others." He glanced down at his torn clothes and sighed. "Well, my clothes are destroyed again. No problem. I've been wearing the same outfit since the start of the story anyway. It's about time the author gave me some new clothes." The scene shifts to the mission hall of the Yuanjian sect. Jiatsu thought to himself, "To obtain resources from the Yuanjian sect, we need contribution points. And to earn contribution points, we must complete missions from the mission hall. Let's see if there's any mission suitable for me." Just then, someone quietly appeared behind him. Jiatsu was startled and thought, when did this girl start following me? She even walked right behind me, and I didn't notice at all. Lingshui smiled and said, congratulations, senior brother. You've reached the True Key realm. By the way, you look really handsome in your new outfit. At that moment, someone else spoke loudly in the hall. What's so special about this kid anyway? It took him 6 whole months just to reach the True Key realm. Who knows what kind of bribe he gave the 4th Peak Master to become a direct disciple. Another girl immediately warned, Junior Sister Jimin, please watch your words. We then see that these two are members of a society, Jimin and Wan. Wan quickly said, Brother Jiatsu, please don't take Jimin's words to heart. She's a bit blunt and speaks without thinking, but she didn't mean anything malicious. Jiatsu replied calmly, it's fine, I forgive her. Lingshui then said excitedly, Senior Brother Jiatsu, did you know? I've joined the Haze Society. These two are my senior sisters. Our senior sister just accepted a level 2 mission. The mission is to kill a blood-sucking parasite from the barbarian tribe. That parasite's strength is said to be comparable to a 5th level True Key Realm cultivator. Senior Brother Jiatsu, would you like to join us on this mission? Jiatsu thought, I've never done a mission before. If I go with them, I can learn how missions work and how rewards are distributed. Just then Han stepped forward and said mockingly, Brother Jiatsu, blood-sucking parasites are extremely dangerous. With your current cultivation, you'd probably end up as their lunch. Be careful, you might get eaten like a dumpling. Another disciple sneered, so your brother Jiatsu? Despite only being at the 1st stage of the True Key realm, you became a direct disciple. You must have paid a hefty price for that privilege. I'm already at the 4th stage of the True Key realm, and only then did I become an inner disciple. Someone once said, connections are the most powerful thing in the world. Even the 4th Peak Master, who never accepts disciples, is now taking them in. Jiatsu thought to himself, these guys are clearly with Han. They must be spoiled brats who came here just to cause trouble. Han then said smugly, Senior Sister Wan, you won't be able to handle that blood-sucking parasite alone. Why not join our society instead? We can help you. Wan frowned inwardly. Han is a terrible person. Many junior sisters in his society have suffered because of him. If he's talking like this to me, who knows what he's really thinking? Han added threateningly, if you don't take me along on the mission, the elders won't be happy. Wan cursed inwardly. This bastard uses his uncle's influence everywhere. But with Jiatsu and Jimin with me, he won't dare do anything. Wan finally said, fine, you can come with us. Soon, the group arrived at the Didi Forest. Wan explained, according to the villagers, the monster was last seen near Tiger Mountain. Lingshui asked quietly, Senior Brother Jiatsu, do you feel something strange? Jiatsu replied seriously, the plants here are contaminated with demonic energy. You said we're fighting a blood-sucking parasite, but in my opinion, it has already evolved into a bloody leech. This fight is going to be far more dangerous than expected. We need to investigate very carefully. Jimin scoffed. Senior Brother Jiatsu, you're really timid. If you're so scared, you shouldn't have come. Another disciple shouted impatiently, we should hurry up and kill the monster already. Listening to this trash is just a waste of time. Leave this idiot behind and move on. Lingshui whispered to Jiatsu. Senior Brother, I'm with you. Let these fools rush ahead. When they're in trouble, they'll come running back. Han shouted arrogantly. Bloody beast, where are you hiding? I'm here to kill you. Suddenly, a massive bloody leech appeared before them. The monster sneered. Were you looking for me? Wan exclaimed in shock. Senior Brother Jiatsu was right. This isn't an ordinary monster. It has already transformed into a demon. Scene shifted. We see Jiatsu and Lingshui lagging behind in the forest. Jiatsu handed her 2 talismans and said, these talismans will protect you from the monster. Stay here and wait. You don't need to go any further. Lingshui asked worriedly, Senior Brother, are you going to help the others? Jiatsu replied calmly, to be honest, I could leave them behind. But since I accepted this mission, I can't let my name be ruined. The monster's aura is far stronger than what was reported. If I don't go, those idiots will all die. Lingshui said softly, but Senior Brother, they spoke to you so rudely. Ungrateful people will always remain ungrateful, no matter how much you help them. Jiatsu sighed. I'm not cruel enough to watch people die in front of me. And besides, we can say I went to kill the demon because it slaughtered innocent villagers. Alright, I'm going now. Take care of yourself. On the other side, everyone trembled in fear as they stared at the bloody leech. Feng Kai said in shock, a fully transformed demon is as powerful as a sea transformation realm cultivator. Han said nervously, If I had known earlier that this demon was this powerful, I would never have come here. Jimin regretted deeply. Gyatso was absolutely right. We should have listened to him. Because of you idiots, I ignored his warning. Juan said seriously. There's no point arguing now. Let's fight together. Maybe we can still stop this demon. The demon laughed coldly. You think you can stop me? Look around. I've already changed everything using my power. You were trapped in my formation the entire time, and I was laughing while watching you struggle. Han said in despair. It's over. Escaping a demonic formation of this level is impossible. The bloody leech spoke arrogantly. For the past few days, I've been eating ordinary humans. Today, I get to feast on powerful bodies with weak minds. Watch carefully as I drain every last drop from your bodies. You should know, I am a bloody leech demon, and I am an expert at sucking blood. As he finished speaking, he attacked Huang, killing him instantly. Feng Kai screamed, Junior brother is dead. Wan rushed forward to attack, but her strike did absolutely nothing to the bloody leech. Just as the bloody leech was about to kill Wan, Gyatso arrived and struck the demon from behind. The bloody leech roared in anger. Who dared to sneak attack me? Because of you, my flow was disrupted. I promise you, you will die the most painful death imaginable. Gyatso replied calmly. You managed to dodge most of my attack in time. Otherwise, you would have already died a horrible death. Wan and Jimin cried out in relief. Finally, Gyatso is here. Gyatso shouted, form a defensive array. The demon is injured right now. Once the array is formed, you'll be safe. Everyone immediately began forming the array. The bloody leech sneered. I admit I'm injured and my power has decreased. But you, boy, might be able to defeat me. These insects, however, cannot. Feng Kai shouted angrily. You're the real insect here. I'll take revenge for Brother Huang. Before he could finish, the bloody leech bit off Feng Kai's arm. The bloody leech mocked him. With such little strength, how do you even dare step forward? They say demons have little intelligence, but compared to you, even demons seem smart. At that moment, Gyatso activated Fast and Furious 7 strikes. With a devastating blow, he smashed the bloody leech into the ground. Jimin gasped. That attack was terrifying. I can't believe someone at the True Key Realm could unleash such power. Feng Kai thought bitterly. I've been insulting Gyatso all this time, thinking I could teach him a lesson. Now I finally understand. It was his mercy that allowed us to live. With just one strike, he slammed such a massive demon into the ground. Jealousy burned in Han's heart. If only I had this kind of talent. How can a guy like Gyatso possess such power? Suddenly, the bloody leech counterattacked Gyatso. Blood spilled from Gyatso's mouth as he was sent flying. The bloody leech laughed. Do you really think you can kill me so easily? Even demons tremble when they hear my name. I am the infamous Orochimaru, and defeating me is impossible for you. Now you'll witness my true power. He launched a terrifying attack, causing massive explosions across the battlefield. Jimin screamed, I can't even watch this. Orochimaru suddenly froze in shock. How is this possible? That was my strongest attack. A single barrier formed around Gyatso. He stood unharmed, not even a scratch on him. Gyatso smiled coldly. The great Orochimaru, is that all you can do? You're far weaker than I expected. Orochimaru roared, my attack clearly wounded you. Even your Dantian was damaged. How did you recover so quickly? Gyatso replied calmly, if you're Orochimaru, then I'm Naruto. When Naruto had Kurama, he could heal himself. And as long as I have Chaos Tower, I can regenerate as well. Now watch carefully, as I end Orochimaru. And this is Gyatso's version of Rasengan. With that, the episode ends here. What happens next will be revealed in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned.